Godfrey has some comments. He's a very funny comedian.
He's a well-known comedian.
Yeah, he's very funny guy. He's an intellectual. He's
African too.
Yeah, he's African, and he shared his perspectives on race in America.
Well, he's you say he's smart?
Yeah. He's got biases though in the dictate.
He's not a dumb guy, but he has biases when it comes to race and politics, which at times make him stupid when he starts talking.
Yeah,
in my personal opinion.
I like Godfrey, man.
I like him too.
Yeah.
He got Trump on point. He could do Trump.
Oh my God.
He could do like 30 different people.
Yeah.
He did. He killed Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
It
went viral.
Yeah. Let's go to the video.
Spraying old black women. And then white people actually ask, why don't people like white people? I go, want me to show you the footage? Fuck is wrong? How are you scratching your head as a white person wondering why people that don't look like you can't stand your ass? And white hatred for black people is out of nowhere. We didn't do anything. You brought us here. We didn't do shit to you and you hate us. How fucked up is that? We didn't do shit to you. We take care of your kids. We've built the country. We did everything. And you can't stand us. And you... Anyway, what was I saying before? Oh, that's it. I say what's really funny about police, right? If you listen to cops that I know, they're always talking about sports. They're big sports guys because, they got football teams, they got boxing teams, they got all those intramural sports teams. The cops, it's always cops versus the fire department in softball, football, and all they talk about is sports. They talk about football. They're big sports fans. A lot of cops are sports fans, but yet the same sport they're talking about is dominated by black men. This is what fucks me up. But then you go on the street and you're fucking with the same people that you talk about all the time. The compartmentalization of a hateful motherfucker is incredible. You're talking about LeBron James in one breath, and then you're killing a motherfucker that damn near looks like him. I'm trying to say, I tell cops, every time you kill a black man, you're fucking up your fantasy football choices.
It was crazy as fuck.
Yo.
That shit was crazy as hell.
Man.
Yeah.
I can only...
I think he's conflating a lot of different issues, past with the present, some police officers versus other police officers. So it's hard for me to debate what he said because he's all over the place. It's like trying to talk to a person. He's jumping from wall to wall, and I can't keep up what the hell you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, let's touch on the first thing he said. He said, why people don't like white people.
Yeah.
And then he said,
well, why nobody likes white people? Well, look at what you did. Well, that happened back in the 50s and 60s or whatever, or whenever it happened. Right. I mean, people that you shouldn't dislike somebody just because of their color of skin, just like nobody should dislike you just because you're black. You shouldn't dislike a white person. You shouldn't generalize all white people because of what evil white people did.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, that's probably what the lady was saying. She ain't did nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
Maybe the hypothetical person you're talking about.
Yeah.
We should just all treat each other fairly and honestly and be nice to each other,
well,
unless...
Martin King said, judge person by his content. What did he say?
Judge by the character, not by the skin color.
By the character of judge people by the content of their character.
Yeah.
And not by the skin color. Yeah. You could take an advice from that and apply to which everything you just said, because everything you accuse white people of doing, you just accuse that. Fuck it.
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, you accusing white people, you're doing the exact same thing. When you do that, when white people do it, you vilify them, but black people do it too, but it's like it's a double standard.
But I don't know. It's hard to say, man, because you're speaking for a whole.
Yeah.
For a whole. I don't know. Me personally, and it be changing. Mm-hmm. The hate for white people is not like that from black people to white people. And if the hate or whatever, if it is not like, it's just because white people don't like black people, the hate is a little deeper. The people that are like that. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of white people that don't feel like that. Like, knows some of the history. They don't know all of it, but know that shit is effed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just don't generalize people based on a race.
Yeah, just like you said, but the character. But it's more so like if they don't like white people, it's because white people like deep hate black. But you still can't put that on everybody because you
like,
don't know.
This is the thing. Take a black person and put them in a white neighborhood. Chances of something happening horrible to them because they're black is not high at all. Then take a white person and put them in the hood. They're going to get killed.
I don't think, black folks don't really mess with white people like that because if he
white person in the hood.
Nah, dog, in the hood?
In the hood. I've seen countless times where a white person get lost. Look, we got some white person, kill this nigga. It's just
nah, dog.
So you think it's safer for a black person to be in a white neighborhood than a white person to be in a hood black neighborhood?
If a white person's in a hood black area and he just looks blue collar, like super nerdy white, they not gonna mess with him like that. They'll probably talk shit or be like get out of here. Especially in the hood, if anything happens to that white person, you know how much cops will flood that block, and that'll mess up money. They are not doing that.
Man, I've been in the black neighborhoods, and I'm not from that area. And be like, who's you, nigga?
Yeah, they gonna be like that. They're gonna be like, yo, get out of here. Like, they're gonna be like that, or if not, or just like he got to be working for something.
Yeah,
they're gonna think like he's either a cop, he's doing some type of.
So you're saying white neighborhoods are just as dangerous as black neighborhoods?
I mean, but you know that the neighborhood with white people that'll do something. Like everybody knows it. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be in there just wandering around knowing that they known for to snatch you up and you be gone. Like one of the last time, this parts in Texas where they got signs still to this day, don't be in there, and black people don't be going in there. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, in Texas, still to this day. Cops, they like, yo, let you know. They got signs to let you. I was talking to my neighbor. She was like, yo, it's still there. And I moved from Texas 2 years ago.
I can tell you there's a town that's outside of Houston, and they have a sign
straight up.
When you come into the thing, don't let the night catch you.
Don't let the night catch you. Still to this day.
If black people drove to that town, I'd tell my sister to take a picture of the sign and show it to you. But it says, don't let the night catch you. That's a sundown town. And there's still sundown towns. So when you say, if you, it just depends on when you say drop a black person off in a white community, we need some context. Which white community? Because if you drop that black person off into that community, that black person is never going to be.
You're never going to be found again.
You're never going to see that person again.
From my experiences, because I used to do a lot of PR work, and I would go in these rough neighborhoods like Watts.
They pick my ass on a heartbeat.
They would pick me on a heartbeat. Their concern for me was not genuine. The reason why they was approaching me is because they up to no good. They are criminals. They're conducting some type of nefarious operation going. And the only reason why they coming up to me is not because they're in fear for my safety or safety of the others. They are in fear of, being ratted on.
Exactly. This is black. This is a black, right? This is black.
Black neighborhood, yeah.
I'm saying, like, yo, if you were in the black neighborhood,
at least they give you a warning.
They say that, when they say, "Are you lost?" Yeah, they're conducting business, and you're in an area where they're conducting business, and they don't know who you are.
You are.
Right.
So before you figure out. Before we go any further, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't have no business here, you need to evacuate. Like, I don't equate it to black, white. I equate it to poor, rich. I'm poor, and you just drove into my neighborhood, and you got all this. I don't care if you white, Asian. I don't care what you look like. I'm robbing you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't eat.
Yeah.
I ate Monday. It is Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
I think what I was trying to touch on about what he said about
He's looking at race too much.
Yeah.
it's I just wanted to put it in this light. Like, I guarantee you, who does he live around? I bet you he doesn't live in a black neighborhood.
Yeah. Lives in a good mix.
Probably live in a good mix or white neighborhood.
Yeah. You couldn't pay me to live in a black neighborhood. I just had too many bad experiences. And I started to, I've had my most success when I surround my people that don't think like the typical black person. Like the culture, like I never resonated with me. Like through high school, I've never had a lot of black friends. All my friends always
Well, we
been
had
white.
black friends and white friends.
Yeah, and all of them tried to kill me.
Well, your black ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, a couple of them.
I only had like a couple.
Well, you was cheating them in the basketball game.
I wasn't cheating. I was just schooling his ass. He pulled a knife on me. He said, nigga pull out a Rambo knife on me.
Yeah, I mean, was around black friend. I got robbed a couple of times. try to jump me and stuff like that. But it's like
I got robbed.
I didn't feel like man, I can't be around black people. It's just that's just going to happen
about
to
my
you.
childhood to most
Right.
people because I be speaking from a place of privilege because I grew up around everybody. So and every time I start talking about my childhood, I had a really good childhood. Like my dad went through all that bullshit, so we didn't have to.
Yeah.
My dad practically raised himself from 12 years old. Like my dad didn't, like his mother wasn't around, dad wasn't around. It was my great aunt that raised him in a house in Baltimore. And, you know, she always worked because she was working house, middle class, poor back then. So for me, never had to worry about a meal. And I swear to God, I never went outside and said, that's my black friend, that's my Indian friend, that's my Asian friend, that's my, I've never had that perspective because I grew up in a place where you just didn't think about that kind of shit. That is Aaron, that is Nick, that is, if I know a Tyrone, that's Tyrone. Like I never thought about that until I got older. That ideology of that's a black person, that's a white person, that can be taught as well. Like, because you teach yourself that. You know what I'm saying? I think most people hate themselves, so they try to reflect that hate in whatever way they can reflect it. You know
I think whenever you just look at race, you're just going to get a race response, no matter how genuine or sincere you try to be.
Right.
I think a lot of black, like when I hear Godfrey speak, he emphasizes too much on race. Of course, there's bad white people, but don't forget there's bad black people. You always try to demonize white people when you don't want to call out the things black people are doing. It's like,
Well, it's the white people's fault.
huh?
I see.
That's what he said. It's white people's fault.
Yeah.